Hey guys, back at it. I'm just going to quickly go over the program manual very briefly. Um, if you weren't at the meeting yesterday, I encourage you to watch through it. But this is your manual. It's in your in the Facebook page from your over to your right in the description section. So you can read through a lot of this stuff on your own. First thing that you should be doing though is setting your goal. Okay, read through this on how to set a goal, but it should be, more like this bottom one. Make it present tense. Make it have a deadline on it. Make it time oriented. Make it action oriented. Show what you are going to do to focus on reaching that goal and how you're going to do that. And make it as real as possible. Put adjectives in there as far as how you're going to feel emotionally. Makes a big difference for achieving it. Then I want you to not take this one. There's another habit self-assessment or checklist in the Facebook page in the description section. Answer that one. It's similar questions, but it's in a different order. And then when you do that, it'll say answer either yes or no. And then the habits that you're going to focus on, at least for this first week, is the top three, up to three. You can use one, you can do two, you can do three, but I wouldn't definitely don't do more than three. And if you're overwhelmed at first, I would just do one. The top one that you answered no to. So say you answered these top three in the other page, you would focus on these three. So eating a protein every meal, 5 veggies, calorie-containing beverages, or whatever the question is on the other page. Those top three that you answered no to, that's what you're going to focus on this first week. Okay, then you'll come down into nutrition. So here's the nutrition. Tier 1 is where you're all going to start, except for a couple of you that I'll tell you who you are. This is how many servings of each of these four things that you should get a day. So women, for instance, you should be getting 3 to 4 servings of a protein a day, 2 to 3 servings of a carb a day, 4 to 6 servings of a veggie a day, and 2 to 3 servings of a fat a day. Okay, and that's broken up into the day, so it doesn't matter how you're getting it as of right now, but just get it throughout the day. So as you'll see in the meal and habit tracking sheet that you're going to be tracking and filling out for me every week and turning it in, there's a little place to tally how much you did. So if you're recommended to get 3 to 4, you just tally, okay, I got my 1 serving, got my 2nd serving for lunch, boom, got my 3rd serving for dinner, and that's how you'll track it. From here, shows you what a serving size is. So a protein is your open palm hand. Go through the video. I discussed that in there. A serving of a carb is a cupped handful. Serving of a vegetable is your clenched fist, your whole fist. And a serving of a fat is 1 thumb size. So you look at what each one is and how to make it up here. And then you go back and just reference how much you should be getting a day. Okay, right here in Tier 1. Okay, and then it discusses down here what a protein is. So these are different protein sources. Okay, pretty much anything with an I or that came from something with an I. As weird as that sounds, it's kind of what makes it up. Carbohydrates, these are most of our carbohydrates. The spaghetti or butternut squash is a recommended or a better variation here. There's also all breads and pastas, stuff like that. Would go into here. They're not necessarily recommended, but that's what would go in there. Then pretty much any other vegetable besides white potatoes, um, corn, and pumpkin would go into vegetables. Fats are more your cooking oils, nuts, seeds, avocados, different stuff there. And then if you're vegan, vegetarian, these are some options that you can do that should be in here as well. And I'll have you kind of read through those and look through some of that stuff there. Again, and then you'll track this every week. If you have any questions, make sure you contact me, but I encourage you to watch the video if you haven't done so already. Then it talks about nutritional troubleshooting. So if you're struggling or not getting the results that you want, I'm hungry all the time, what can I do? If I'm not losing weight, read through this, and this will tell you how to make adjustments. But also consult with me, your coach, or the group. Okay, we're here to help you. And go from there. Again, make sure you read all of this. Here's just an example meal plan of what you can do. How do I make nutritional adjustments? Again, just another way to make adjustments, because that's what this whole program's about, is improving a lifestyle so how you can use this beyond this 6 weeks. And we get into training where we recommend, minimum of 2, more 3 to 4 is completely option, or is more, 3 to 4 is preferred every week. 3 to 4 more relatively intense days. Then the rest of the days you should be getting movement in, but it should be low intensity movement, even like walking, Pilates, yoga. And then our lifestyle stuff that goes back into our habits that we talked about. Here's also some supplementation you can do, just for a little added benefit, some stuff that would help with where you're at, digestive enzymes, probiotics, protein powders, omega-3s, whole food based vitamins. So read through all this, watch the video, guys. Take your habit self-assessment to make sure you know what type of habits, and the habit assessment is on a different, is not in the manual. It's a different one that you can download in the Facebook group. Go through that. Focus on your 1 to 3 top habits. Once you can do that 90% of the time, focus on the next nose, and then start looking at your food, your nutrition. Get comfortable with it. Know what you should be eating, how much of, and what types of food, and start tracking it so you can turn it into me daily here, or weekly, I should say. Hey guys, Danny here. I just wanted to go over quickly for those that maybe weren't here, just want a refresher of our meal and habit tracker tracking. So this is what you guys are going to use to track all of your meals and all of your habits. This is what you'll be turning into me every, sometime between Saturday and Monday every week. So this first one will be turned in a week from today, pretty much. This is Sunday, the 15th. So as you can see, I want you to first make sure, if you weren't at the meeting, go back and watch the Kickstart meeting video. You can see it in the Facebook page in the description section. Go watch the aspect of the nutrition part and the habit tracking. Make sure you go back and take, if you haven't already, take the habit checklist assessment. There's 13 top questions, and you'll need to know your top 1 to 3 that you answered no to. So with that, what we're going to do is, you can also read through the program manual, and it will talk about some of this, the food, just so you're aware of what I'm talking about here. So first, what you're going to do is you're going to write Monday through Sunday is already on there. You are going to, oh, and real quick, by the way, if you were at the meeting, you should have gotten a copy of this, but if you weren't, you can download a copy of this and print it off for yourself so you can use it every week. But and then when you turn it in, you can turn it in either in person, you can take a picture of it and email it to me, or you can copy and scan it and email it to me at danny@mullinsrawfitness.com. From there, what I want you guys to do is, you're going to write what you had for breakfast, lunch, dinner, any snacks you had throughout the day. And then you see the PCFV up here. That stands for our proteins, carbs, fats, and veggies. So what you'll do is go back through and read what your portion should be, and what a protein, carb, fat, and veggie is, and what a portion looks like. It's all on the manual and it's all on the video, and then tally it up. So if you had for breakfast, say you had 2 or 3 eggs, that's 1 serving of a protein. So you just put a check, or put 1 tally in here. Over throughout the course of the day, you should have all of your portions tallied up for each of these. Okay, this will show me if you're getting more or excess of something, or you're not getting enough of something. Okay, so then you'll come down here to water. You can write it any which way you'd like, but just tell me how much water you drank throughout the day. From here, you can do your sleep, what time you went to bed, and how much sleep you got. From here, you see our 4 boxes here. What you'll do is, the first box is for your workout. Did you get a workout in that day? If you did, check mark it. Okay, and then you can write what workout you did underneath it. The second, the second, third, and fourth box is dealing with your habits. So after you go through your habit checklist, what you're going to do is, you're going to write down at either 1 upwards to 3. And if you're just starting out and this is a little overwhelming for you, I would just choose 1 habit. So when you take your habit checklist assessment, take the top 1 top question that you answered no to, and that's your top. Yeah, that's your first priority. Okay, then you can go down the line. The next one you said no to, that'll be your second, and then the third one will be your third habit you're going to focus on. So again, if you're just starting out, maybe one would just be best. But regardless, you're going to come here and on Monday, say your first one had to do with getting more water and getting your half your body weight in ounces or your 100 ounces of water. If you did that, check it off for the day. Maybe your second one had something to do with sleep. Check it off for the day. Your third one maybe something to do with getting your 3 to 4 workouts in a week. Check mark, I got that in for today, just so I can see, are we working on our habits daily? Okay. From here, throughout the week, were you on track or off track for our habits? If you're off track, why were you off track? What held you back? What got in the way? And then what do you foresee getting in the way in the future? What problems do you foresee? Maybe it's an event. Maybe it's something coming up that may be tricky for you to handle. Write that down so I can help coach you through it. From here, write down your goals, what your SMART goal is. You should all have a SMART goal, and you should all have it written down in numerous places that you can see it every day. Write it down again here so you can see it and so I can see it. This is what I'm going to ask you guys to turn in every week. Again, I'm going to do everything I can possible to help you guys succeed and make this easy for you. But I'm going to ask you to do the same and hold yourself accountable and put in the work. So do this. Make sure you fill it out weekly, turn it into me weekly so I can help you achieve your goals and make this program a success for you.